Hi everybody, in this video we'll be talking about 5 signs of vaginal infections and 4 things you can do to prevent infections from affecting your fertility. Issues of fertility are really my heartbeat, so you would want to watch this video to the end, and please share, like and subscribe to this channel if you are yet to. I'm Midwife Adzo. Thank you for sticking around, and let's just start the conversation. The vagina, like we talked about in our previous video, it's a very important organ. Anything that goes into your vagina has a way of affecting all the other gynecological organs. Okay, so your vagina is that opening that introduces a lot of things to the other gynecological organs inside. So from your vagina, you are going into your cervix, from the cervix to the uterus, from the uterus to the fallopian tubes, then your ovaries. And these are your gynecological organs. So it's so important that you take care of your vagina. Now let's talk about the 5 things that you could see to know that you're having a vaginal infection. The first I want to talk about is change in vaginal discharge. In our previous video, I told us about how that there's something that's normal with you. Okay, there's a time that your vaginal discharge is whitish, there's a time that it is slimy, there's a time that it's a bit watery, and you should like just observe yourself and know what works or what is normal for you. However, if your vaginal discharge color changes, you are seeing a brownish vaginal discharge, you are not menstruating, okay, but it's brownish, it is greenish. Over the week, I've had a lot of people reach out. Sisters, don't think you are not going through it, so another person is not going through it. That's why you would have to share this video, because it would be of a blessing to other people. Okay, so if you're having any kind of vaginal discharge that is not from the normal, like I said the normal is supposed to be sometimes slimy, sometimes a bit whitish, some people's own is a bit creamish, but if that is not your normal, you would have to report. The second thing you could see is if you are having an irritation or the place is itching you, okay? Irritations as a result of maybe there's a product you used, maybe there's a panty liner you used, okay? Some people have irritations as a result of the panty liners they use. Look at it, get to know what could be causing that. Is it the way some people spray their panties? Please, if it could be that, don't douche. Some people douche, some people put things around their perineal area. Some of that could cause the itching and irritation. Okay, so if you're having itching, the place is itching you, or you're having an irritation there, it could be a sign of an infection. The third thing you could see is redness and swelling. If the place is swollen, okay, you realize that the place feels puffy, the place is red, you feel the place is hurting you, it's a sign of infection. That leads me to the fourth, which is pain. Okay, if you're having pain after sexual intercourse, burning sensation during sexual intercourse, they are all signs of an infection. Then my final sign is a change in your vaginal odor. This is so important. You realize the place has a very bad smell. It's a time to seek help. Don't wait. Okay. So always smell your panty, like I said in a past video. When you take your panty, inspect it. Look at how it looks like. Look at it. Look at it. Is it looking fine? Is that the normal with me? Smell it. Okay. Let's talk about the 4 things you can do to prevent infections from affecting your fertility. The first thing is you should practice safe sex. When I see young ladies, I ask them, like after interrogations, we have conversations, and I ask them, oh, I have, how many sexual partners do you have? They say, oh, I have one. Then I ask them, how many sexual partners does your partner have? Then they can't answer such a question. If you find yourself in this situation, like you can't answer that question, you need to advise yourself. Okay, let us practice safe sex. have one sexual partner. Okay, if you have not having one sexual partner, then use condoms. Because if you're having multiple sexual partners, you put yourself at risk of having sexually transmitted infections. So it's so important that you practice safe sex to prevent infections from affecting your fertility. The second thing you can do is to maintain good perineal hygiene. I can't overemphasize the importance of taking care of your perineum. So it's so important. We've talked about that. But let me just add this. Anytime you want to clean your perineum, clean away. Okay, clean away to your anus. Don't clean from your anus to your to your vaginal area. No, don't do it like that. Okay, the right way of cleaning is to clean away. So that's another thing you can do. Okay, the third thing you should do is to have report timely. Okay, reporting timely to the hospital is one of the very important things you should do. Assuming you took your panty off, you realize that, oh, your vaginal discharge has changed or something is happening to you, report. So let me just share my experience with us. A year after I got married, oh, really, should I say that? But let me just share this. So, one of the months, okay, I menstruated, and the in about 2 weeks, okay, so because I know my cycle, I knew I was supposed to ovulate. By the time that I was supposed to ovulate, I started bleeding again. So I quickly reported at the hospital, had a scan, they checked, they said everything was fine. Then I was like, so why am I bleeding? Where from the blood? They said all was still well. So I came back home, continued with the menstruation, and that was it. Okay, after that my cycle came back again. I'm telling you all of this because it's so important to report timely. Okay, you don't wait, because the more you wait, the more the infections affect your fertility, or the more it grows into the other parts of your body. Did you watch our video on blocked fallopian tubes? In that video, we talked about how that ascending infections could block your fallopian tubes. So it's so important that you report timely. Now, the final thing you can do to prevent infections from affecting your fertility is to make sure that you have routine gynecological tests. Okay, assuming there's nothing wrong with you, but this month is cervical cancer month. Okay, you could just go, if you're sexually active, to have your cervix checked. Okay, to see if all is well there. You can once a while do HIV test. Okay, you can go to the hospital, say, oh, I want to do tests, I want to do gynecological exams, so that you know that you are fit and well and ready for pregnancy. I trust that this video has been helpful. In this video, I talked to you about 5 things that you could see that could be a sign of a vaginal infection. Then I talked about 4 things you can do to prevent these infections from affecting your fertility. I trust they've been helpful. I believe you've learned something. I believe you will share this video to be a blessing to everyone that's yet to watch and that's yet to get to know about Midwife Adzo. Thank you so much. Keep watching, keep sharing, and don't forget, it can only get better. Catch you in our next video. Bye.